Greetings, fellow Earthlings! Brian here with another episode of... Spring has officially sprung here in Minnesota. You know what that means? It's time to get a garden going. But before we can do that, we have a ton of yard work to do. As you can see behind me, we have this massive brush pile. It's actually a ton of logs, a ton of branches, a ton of brush. We had a cottonwood limb come down, plus we had some tree trimming in order to get some more direct sunlight to the solar panels that we installed. So I just want to sort it all out. It's nice to have it stacked up in a nice neat pile, because that way when you are having a bonfire or say starting a fire to boil down some maple sap into maple syrup, you have exactly what you need readily available. I'm gonna go through with my pruning shears first, take apart all of the small branches, set those aside, and then we're gonna be getting into the logs, get to bust out the chainsaw. And then we have some really big, thicker logs that are just gonna get set aside so they can dry out, and then over the winter we will be splitting them with an axe. So stay tuned for that for sure. Time to attack this brush pile. Let's get to it. Quick check-in. It's been right around 45 minutes or so. I think it's coming along nicely. Pruning shears are starting to wear a little bit of a hole in my old glove there, and also it through my skin. Fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape up my thumb, and then we'll be back at it. May not look like it from here, but I can see the ground, so that's an exciting thing. Been at it close to 2 hours now, and it's a lot of work, but extreme type A personality coming at you. So let's get back to it. Okay, so we have a ton of brush, ton of logs. This is my too large and awkward for the pruning shears, also awkward with a saw. Probably gonna have to use the chainsaw pile. This is my fingers are completely ruined from the pruning shears, deal with it later pile. Also, we have all of this to get through. Okay, so I know I promised we were gonna do some chainsawing, but I am pretty much beat right now. I think that was a solid 3.5 hours getting through that pile. So, we'll do one. We'll do one with the chainsaw, but go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know if you want me to do an epic chainsaw time-lapse video. You say the word and it will happen. Until then,